惜你汗流浃背，看到你可爱到流泪，忘记了自己美。宝贝，宝贝，爱你。有什么都没看坏了，为你改变。Hello, hello, hello, and welcome to the 52nd video of this series we have Get Going that concludes a full year's worth of videos that we've been going on in this project. It's absolutely amazing to see this really come through, especially through these tough times. We just need a little, wins every now and then. So, recommended movie of the week is The Spy Next Door, and if you like Spy Kids or any spy movie, you will love the show. And even if you don't, you will still love this movie. Hands down, this movie is absolutely amazing. There's nothing to it. It is absolutely, I personally love it. I love Jackie Chan. That is the actor over here. This is his face. This is his name. So, Jackie Chan, I love him. Love his movies. The Spy Next Door is a great movie. With that being said, the topic we will be discussing is subtracting decimals. Quick note before I actually get into something, into, the stuff and the column method. If you have not done so already, please watch my adding decimals video, because I will expect you to know some stuff from that video. So please watch that video and then tune in on this one. But with that being said, if you're sitting here, you're like, yep, I watched the video, I did the worksheets, I did this game, come on, let's go, I want to know how to subtract decimals, then, let's get into it. Subtract decimals. Let's know how to subtract decimals. So, we said, well, you already know how to subtract numbers using the column method. We discussed the column method last in the other video. It's this. So, you know what to do. Well, how do I subtract it? Well, this turns into a 3. We put a 1 here. This turns into a 6 and bring 3 down. We know what to do. If I had 143 over, 17. Do the same thing. 13, 6, 3 minus 1 is 2, and then 126. But now we're doing it with decimals. So if I had 1.46 as my first number, and as my second number I had 2.41, how would I set it up? Set it up for me. Exactly. You guys remember from the video, just align the decimals and everything falls through. Everything falls through. Now, you see, this is why you need to watch the adding decimals, because I'm going to assume you know how the decimals work, that you just leave it here, and that you need to align your decimals before you actually get into the problem, as I discussed in the previous video. But, remember, we just draw our line and act like nothing's there then. 6 minus 1 is 5, 0. However, we encounter a problem. Now, this is the key to subtracting decimals. We encounter a problem. Uh-oh. Now, some of you smart people, negative numbers. No, we're not looking at negative numbers. I know you guys know negative numbers, but I do not want to look at negative numbers. So the key is you must put the greater number on top, which is why you need to look at my ordering decimals video, because I will automatically assume, given 2 decimals, you will know which one is greater, which one will go on the top, and which one will go on the bottom. That being said, with subtraction in general, the greater number must always go on the top in this method. The greater number is this one. If you don't know why this number is greater than that one, well then please watch my ordering decimals video, because I will assume and act like you are a master at ordering decimals. But let's redo it. We have a number here, so we bring this, turns it into a 3, 11, 5. We need help again. We get a 1, make this a 13, which makes this a 9. Decimal always stays the same. That becomes a 0, and that is our answer. It is that simple. So you guys know already how to subtract stuff using the column method. You know big over small. You know that already. I am just here to talk about the decimal stuff, which is aligning and bringing the decimal down. But you guys already know that. So I could have just slapped that in the previous addition decimals video. But to be honest, I was going to do addition and subtraction with decimals, but I really, I was sitting there, I was thinking, and I was like, I don't know. I don't think I want to do it, to be honest, because the whole point of this series is to do stuff step by step, little by little. I don't want to do addition and subtraction. That's two whole different, concepts being tossed at you. I don't want to do that. So I made the decision to make 2 separate videos because, this stuff is hard. Knowing how to order decimals, knowing how to round them, knowing how to add them and subtract them, knowing the aligning stuff and all that, etc. It's hard. So I'm giving you this extra time. I gave you this extra time to master these concepts because you will need to master them as you get older. I promise you, I'm giving you this time so you don't spend time in the future worrying about what you should have done. In the future, you would have been like, oh, I wish I spent more time on subtracting decimals because I didn't have enough time. Well, now you have that time. So please spend time mastering this concept because, it's something that you're going to be using forever and it's important. It's a good basic block. Teachers will be building on the basic blocks of foundation. And if you don't have the foundation, you can't build on top of it. So please get a amazing foundation so the building above it is, as amazing as the foundation. So that's why I split these videos into 2 and gave you that extra time. But to have a short video, I'm going to toss at you 2 more numbers. Number 1, number 2, and then I'm going to toss to you again another one. Okay, and then now subtract them, and I'm going to pause myself for 5 seconds. You are more than free to pause this video and solve these 2 problems by yourself, but subtract these 2 numbers and find the answer. Well, subtract these 4 numbers from one another. This one and this one you're working with, and this one and this one you're working with. So these 2 and these 2. So I'm going to pause myself for 5 seconds. Please pause the video if you need more time, and then we'll just get straight into it and, say our goodbyes. Okay. Well, let's start with the top 2 numbers. So we have 123.76 and 2.7. Well, I know that 123.76 is the greater number, so it goes on top. And 2.7 goes on the bottom. Remember, we have to align our decimals. And its decimal stays in the same place. Now I'm just going to draw a line to forget about the decimal. Imagine this is a 0. Remember, just like we would in any subtraction problem regardless of the decimals. This would be a 6, this would be a 0, this would be a 1, this would be a 2, and this would be a 1. Bada bing, bada boom. Let's get these two. We have 24 and 27.3. Well, I know 27.3 is greater. Then minus, align the decimals, 7, 6, 8, and 4 and 2. Well, imagine that these are zeros. What do you have to do? Well, we look to this 0 to borrow. We can't. Look to the 3. 3 becomes a 2. Make this a 10. Make this a 9. Now make this a 10. This becomes 2. 9 minus 6 is 3. 2 minus 7. Oh no, now we need more help. 7 becomes a 6. This becomes a 12. 12 minus 7 is 5. Decimals, staying intact. 6 minus 4 is 2. 2 minus 2 is 0. And that is our answer. So that is basically the essence of this video, just subtracting decimals. And obviously some of you are thinking, well, I know how to subtract numbers already using this, method over here and the 10s and the crossing out the 9s and all that. If you don't know that method, please look at our videos. We do have stuff on that. But some of you are like, well, I know this already. I watched your addition video. I know all of this. And I basically separated this video because I wanted you guys to really focus on having that time available to master the concepts. As I've been saying before, I really want you to hone down your skills, and giving you this extra time will ultimately let you do that. So with that being said, one note before I do go: if you guys have any recommendations, if you have been scrolling and scrolling and scrolling through all of our videos and you're like, I can't find this, one topic, I can't find subtracting decimals, then please feel free to email me and be like, hey Nadav, can you do a video on subtracting decimals? I can't find a video. And you know what? If there is a video on it that someone else has done that you couldn't just find, I'll be like, here's the video link and I'll give it to you. And you'll just have that video. But if there's really is no subtracting decimal video, for example, then I'll be like, wow, thank you so much, Jack, for asking. I'll definitely get subtracting decimal video out to you. And, we'll post it. So you can definitely do that. So please, please, please feel free to either ask me any questions or concerns or ask me to make a video on a topic that you want to learn or need, refreshing on. So finally, with that being said, all right, guys, hope you enjoyed this little video here. Stay safe, stay cool, stay learning. Bye-bye.